Hello and welcome back to another episode of Dyson Sphere Program. This is Lord Stan and we shall continue on with our journey towards building a Dyson Sphere. So, when we left off, we had just built our main materials here for our basic materials. Our next step is to start building a lot of the higher end pieces that we will need. So let's go ahead and get started there. So I apologize if my screen continues to shake. We have been joined by both of my cats, Fred and George, because they tend to just create chaos. Both of them do. And especially Fred, as he tends to like to push on my arm wanting attention. So, let's go ahead and get this taken care of here. So, we are building materials. The first thing we want to get is our first few basic materials here, and that is our gears, the circuit boards, and our magnetic coils. So we're going to start out with the magnetic coils and the circuit boards, as those ones take the exact same material, or take the same three. Sorry, they take a combination of the same three materials there, whereas one takes iron and copper, the other one takes copper and the magnetic coils here. Or magnets. I think these are magnets. Yeah, magnets. So, well, that's what we'll do to start. So, first things first, we need to get this going. So, we're going to start by putting a line of builders. We want to leave a gap, at least a wide enough gap for the proliferation when we put it into play. And for these we want to have every 3, and once again out to 15. So we'll need 15 of these, and then we want three lines here. And then, of course, a line here on the outside. Go ahead and extend these. And then we'll have another line right here doing the exact same thing. And then once again, another line out. And then to make these cleaner, three here, 3 there, and we're gonna fix this one. try to make it all in line just to make it neater. In my mind. Then of course we need our power. Power is going to be important. Because without power, nothing happens. I'll fix that here in just a moment. Just so it's even. Because otherwise it will, now that I've noticed, it will bug me. So to make this easier for me to understand which one I'm looking at, I'm going to create these lines out just a little bit more, and then I'm going to actually mark these items. So we're going to have iron be on that side, copper will be in the middle, and then of course magnetic coils will be there. So if you're wondering how this works, how you do that, how you mark these, because if I remember correctly, you don't actually see my cursor in the recording of the video from what I have watched, if I remember correctly. So if you click on the belt, and then you come down here to the little memo icon right there, and you click on that icon, and you can actually select an item, whether it be items, buildings, a recipe, signals, technologies, upgrades. I don't know why you would do those, but the buildings and items, you can at least put them in so you can identify what's coming in or going out, as the case may be, on a line at a quick glance. Rather than having to wait until there's actually items being produced on the line. So, just a nifty little thing there. So, we're going to have the circuits being produced up above and magnetic coils being produced below. So, alrighty, and I surprisingly don't have any of those, so I didn't grab any while I was back at the base. That's my bad, so we'll go ahead and we'll craft some. There's a lot of people that say that you need to just always be crafting. That's optional. In regards to if you want to do that, you can wait for you can wait for your factories, your assemblers to produce on their own if you'd like, or you can put them in your inventory. Just be aware that crafting does use up your fuel chamber, so make sure you have plenty of fuel if you do that. So be aware. So let's go ahead and we're going to copy all that all the way over here. And then we're going to do the same here. And then of course don't forget to put our pieces in here so we can actually need to angle this right, store everything in here. So this is our blueprint here, and I should have taken a copy of the blueprint before putting the recipes in, but in all honesty, it really doesn't matter. You just go and you change the recipe itself. But what we want here is we need room for the proliferation, so one there, one there, and one here. And these are going to be our lines out here. Just like that. And then these are going to come out like that. How you set up your receivers really doesn't matter, and what order, so long as you put them on, because your inserters will reach across all three belts, up to the third, up to this side here like that. So if we wanted to, we could use this one as iron and put it all the way up here, but then we would have to have all the rest come down. This just allows me to do this the way that I want here. Now, for the time being, we're going to need to manually input everything. So I'm just going to kind of manually input a set of items here, so we can kind of get things producing here. So, and the reason I put them this close is so you don't have to travel so far to access it. You can just kind of click and go. Just like that. Alrighty, resort that. We don't need the copper. Let's go, the raw copper. Let's go ahead and put the raw copper in production there. So that's those two items up and going. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a blueprint, create a new one here, because I'm going to copy this down, and I'm just going to use it now. And I'm going to leave a space in between just so I have a third row for conveyor belts to go between if I ever need them. And that way it's just there. And we're going to place that down there. And we're going to do it once again, I think. And then we'll just wander through and we'll make all this. In the meantime, let's get some things built here. First thing we're going to need to get built is more of the conveyor belts. We'll need to get the conveyor belts up and going. So, but we'll get these handcrafted at least for now. The conveyor belts are definitely something that we need. So, get this built here. Do that. What are the next recipes that we need to look at going towards in regards to material? We need the gears. So we'll have kind of a whole line, or a line kind of dedicated to gears. We're going to try to keep them all together. So maybe diamonds will go in a furnace here, so we'll need to build another one for the diamonds here. Forgot all about that. Trying to think what other things, raw materials that we need to build. Just kind of getting everything fully rebuilt while I'm looking at this, wandering around. Steel are being made, gears we have. We'll need to get motors up and going. We'll get those going here in a moment. I think that's it. I think just gears and glass. No, glass is going to go on the other side. Sorry, we've got glass being made. It's gears, prisms. That's iron and glass. What else uses glass here? A lot of you are probably screaming me at in the comments, going, what I use for, or what I would need to use for glass, and what uses glass. But for the life of me, I can't think of what it is at the moment. Oh, we'll also need to make stone brick, though we don't use that for very many things. And say it says that it's made in. Oh, it doesn't say how many recipes it's used in. Oh, yes, it does. It's used for these 4 things. That's kind of pretty much it. I think that's it. It's just those 2. Glass, or not glass, sorry, prisms and the gears are what we need, at least at the moment. We'll end up using that other one, so we'll just kind of leave that blank here at the moment. So for this one, we're going to switch its icon because we need iron. Oh, I guess iron is going into that. We're switching this one to nothing because we'll pick that back up, and this one we will switch to what in blazes I said. We've got those being built up above. Prisms. Prisms is what I was saying. Alrighty, and then we're just going to get rid of that, and we're going to put in the... Sure, we'll upgrade that to the next level just to get these out of our inventory for the moment. You know what? This will be faster and easier, and then I'll actually save a blueprint of the base. That way it's all set and we can kind of just put stuff as needed. So there's that. Oh, we need that too. Take that out. No, we needed that in. Dang it. Let's just put that in back temporarily, and then of course put these back in. Like that temporarily. Or not temporarily, those ones are permanent. It's that center line that's temporary. And then we're just going to do the same thing here. That's just going to be extended. And we'll put this out here. You know what? We'll put it right next to it instead. Right next to it, just like that. And then, of course, we'll shorten this to there. Alrighty, now to get the blueprint of this and add it to our pieces, because we'll end up using this fairly frequently. So we'll get a copy of this. We're just going to call this YouTube Run. And then it's going into, or it's going to be called you know what? No, just leave. Well, yeah. Assembler line? Sure, let's call it assembler line. We're gonna call this starter assembler line. Do that instead. Change the icon here to that so we know that's what it is. And we're going to save the blueprint. I titled something wrong. I'll go and fix that later. It's at least saved. And we don't need to use it because we know what we're doing. We're getting rid of those. Get rid of those, just like that. If it help if I put the right icon in this, huh? We need glass in there, not that, because we're making prisms, not putting prisms into the deal. So we need one in and one out. Same thing here, one in and one out. And then this will be making gears. And we'll copy that and put it across all the way. Just like that. And this one will be making prisms. Once again, copy the recipe and put it across all the way. And we need power. Put power back into play. Because we're not making anything anymore. We still need to make things. We've got some conveyors. We need more stuff. We need more stuff and things. Sure, we'll start with that. We need to make a lot more of these. And then a lot more of those, and the rest will kind of play by ear at the moment as to what we need. So, next, we actually need to get our glass going. We haven't done that yet. I am the dumb because I'd forgotten all about that and didn't really look at it when we got back on. So, where is our nearest stone? I think it's clear down here. Near the South Pole. I think is actually all of our stone. I don't think there's any more stone on here. Let's just take a quick gander and take a look here. Yeah. Oh, no, there's one more stone there. It's right there. We are going to get that one, I think, is what we're going to do. Do we leave? I don't know if we left enough room. We're going to find out. We may have to put it above our line there. We'll see. There is enough line to go past there. What about past in here? Oh, there is. Oh, wow. That was not planned. That is very helpful, but that was not planned. Alrighty, so we're going to grab the stone from here for now. I am actually pleasantly surprised how well that actually worked out. And we're going to put just as many as we can stuff in here on this stone pile. Just because we want to get it removed just as quickly as possible, while also having as many materials as possible. And then this is going to come out here. As close as possible. Have that start. Just have that go there for now. Have that come here, just like that, and then of course we'll put power in here because it's needed. So all that, and now we're going to put our line all the way across, and we're going to use everything up on the planet as much as possible first. So rule of thumb, if at all possible, use up all the resources you have on the planet first, then pull in resources from other planets. It usually just makes life a bit more simple, I guess would be the best way to put it. Let's put this one here and then come down like that to there. Click off to the side just to come down here. And then connect there. And then I need to set the recipe for this because we never did. Hold on a moment. I'm missing something. What am I missing? I am missing, that's what we're missing. We need another line for the stone brick because we didn't do the stone brick either. We're doing glass, but not stone brick. We want that. Oh, that's why. Okay, so the other one's called YouTube Blueprints, and I called it YouTube Run. The other one, whatever. That's okay. As I said, we'll fix it. We want this one. We'll go ahead and build that right there. While that's building, what am I after? Splitter. That's what I'm after. Oh, that's another thing. I had someone leave me a message in regards to this. Apparently you can place a splitter or a cargo container on top of a splitter. We're going to be testing that because if we could do that, that will make life so much easier. I didn't know you could do that, and if that is actually possible, that is going to be absolutely glorious. You have no idea how much time that would save. So we'll give that a shot and try that out. Since I'm here, I might as well do all these too and get all the lines that I haven't put in place.
Almost done. There we go. Now we've got the resources kind of being made, we can kind of afford to not really worry about anything. Alrighty, set those up so they continue to make. Let's go ahead and get gears going. Since we have that, we'll go ahead and get that started. Alrighty. So... Oh, we have no power. Why don't we have power? Oh, we're using it all. Why are we... We're not making anything. Oh, it's because we have our bots flying out and doing... it's continuing to build that. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was wondering why it was using so much power. That would be why. So, let's get over here. We were going to be splitting the stone, so we had some going into our stone brick line and some going into our glass line, as we'll need a little bit of both. Mainly glass, but we'll grab the others too since we're here. I think that's how much we need. We need a splitter first. Here, it's a splitter. Because we're going to have 2 of those, and we'll have that going in, that coming out, and this also coming out to here. And then we'll just remove that. So that will come across to there. Let's go ahead and finish getting this line taken care of. There we go. There's our stone. It's on its way in. We need to get the recipes set up. That's what we need to do. So the top one's going to be glass, bottom one stone brick, I think is what the plan is. So glass, glass. Just like that. And then this recipe for stone brick. This is probably the only amount of stone brick we will ever need. Same thing with that, stone brick. Bring that across, and there we go. Oh, power. Power, 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 power. Get power put across here. Just like that. And there we go. So there is that. So, let's continue on with our getting our factory set up. So, there we go. We have assembly machines. Let's see, making our circuit boards, our magnetic coils, gears, and then of course the wow, I can't think right now. The prisms, those things. Alright, so next we want to build electric motors. This is where we're going to start cycling our stuff back into almost like folding it over, moving it down a level. So we need electric motors for this one. So in this we need steel, gears, and magnetic coils. Or sorry, not steel, iron, gears, and magnetic coils. So we're going to leave the iron there. We'll switch this for gears. And magnetic coils. Where are you? Right there. Okay. So this design here, and then of course no, individual. I'll just do the same thing I did last time above, only a little bit more simpler, because all I'm doing is getting rid of this, so I'll have to and then put them back down. So for this we want 2 lines of the engines, because we're going to be using them a lot. You have no idea how many you're going to end up needing of these things. So let's just put this down. Bring it back across like so. And we'll put both these recipes to magnetic gears. And then this is how I'll set this up. So 1 there, 2 there, and then 3 there. Oh, that's right. It won't work like that. I forgot all about that. Right, so this is how this becomes different. This is how we modify this, because I forgot that that doesn't work. So we'll remove this bottom layer like that, which also coincidentally means we can remove and clean that up a little bit like that. So that way we have our 3 inputs just like that. And what will change is this. This will change here because this will actually come out further. I'll have 1, and then we'll have another two lines in here. once again, clean this up afterwards. Let's just fix all the lines to this. We're gonna see if my idea works, because I'm redesigning this on the fly. Because the way I had it designed on my last game, I actually don't like. I don't think it works near as well. That may just be me. It's entirely possible that it is just a me thing in not liking it, but I don't think it's near as efficient as it could be. So, yes, Fred, hi. So, things we're going to need the most are kind of going to be what is going to be on the outside or on the inside. So we use less of it, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to see if this actually works here. And we'll do that. So if my idea works, it should just work just fine. If it doesn't, though, well, no harm done. Just a bit of time wasted. Alrighty, so let's see here. So on this, we're going to do the exact opposite in regards to shortness. So this is going to be the long run. Second run, oh, it will work. What do you know? Ha ha ha! I'm a genius. Not really, I had an idea and like, oh, this might work, and well, we gave it a shot, and sure enough, it did. My mind has not failed me. Looks like though we've ran out of, and we don't have the materials to build more of our deals here. So we're just going to build a ton of them. Just like that. And the rest we will dump in here. Sure, why not? Alrighty, plenty of room for the proliferation. And now we need to put in 2 more these like that. Oh, false. Wrong. That was wrong of me. We need 3. And what we'll do is we'll do 3 on each side. Just because we're going to have two of these storage containers feeding the central magnetic coil piece. Because otherwise it's not going to... Well, maybe not. Maybe we won't. We'll hold off one of them right there. Because we may not actually need it now that I think about it. But we're going to need these other 2, obviously, to feed everything else. And then, of course, this last line is going to need to come out here to that for the magnetic coils. Once again, have 3 filled there. 3 there. And 3 there. Just like that. Alrighty. So, now that this is being built, we want to put in an output there and an output here. We want to go ahead and grab some these circuit boards so we can just build things directly. And then of course grab some more of those, and we're going to build another crap ton of these. Just build a bunch of them. I don't know how much I've set to build. A lot. About 500 or so. Put that in, feed that there. Dump that in there. Once again, grab more copper. Feed that in there. Because it's still building stuff. Eventually we're going to get all this set up to where robots will actually be moving things back and forth. That will be on our next agenda, would be to start getting all of the main pieces that we need for that. However, for now, we're going to go ahead and build this. So, did I get one out? Yes, I did. So we want to copy that and put this all the way across here, just like that. Set this a recipe for that as well, and put that once again all the way across, just like that. Continue. Oh, I forgot to continue the. Oops. There we go. That's fixed that. You know, I never thought that I would be a person that had a stickler for keeping my builds neat until I started playing this. And just because this needs to be. Well, you only have so much room to build things on each planet, I guess would be the most accurate way to say that. So. Alrighty. Let's get this fed because we're going to need steel here mighty quickly. What do I need to build some bots? Those, and that is just silicon and copper. Okay. So not much. So, and what do I need to build? That's for the bots. What do I need to build the distributors. Once again, processors, plasma exciters, and iron ingots. Okay. So, this one I would probably say that you should take a blueprint as it is, like this right here of the engines. Just because you're going to eventually need to actually create another set, basically. Sorry about that. I keep yawning. I'm exhausted. I don't exactly feel well, so I apologize for that. Wrong one. We want glass. So we want to just pull all the glass we can for the moment because we need those being made. In the meantime, we're just going to grab a bunch of iron, throw it right there. We don't have power. I always forget the power. Just try to get this. I will fix that later. And by later, I mean right now. Once again, we need more power. Yeesh, we're out of power now. That's our last set. Well, that we have in our inventory. Oh. 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 I don't have the rest of the stuff built. Okay, so we need another line here of another line for our doodads. What are they called? To take the coal and make the other thing. The graphite. We didn't do that. We need to go ahead and just do that now. And then actually set up the coal, because I haven't done that yet either. Because we don't have coal on this planet, really. Or rather we do, but we have very little of it. It's not enough to make trying to just pull strictly from this planet, at least at the moment, for it. We're going to end up using a lot of it later anyway. So what we're going to do is get this right here, and we're going to set this kind of just out a minute. I'm going to set that there and bring power out to it. Like that. And then we'll have first of all, we want this, and we want to remote demand And we're going to go ahead and local demand as well. Put in as many as possible, and it will go and gather up there. And we're going to put coal here. We're going to have that just come in here. Put the recipes in place here. Put the power in place, of course. We need power. Just like that, and then of course put everything into storage that we can then send out later. Just like that. And now when coal comes through from our home planet or starting planet, it will now feed and do all that. So yeah, it will grab all that, and that's going to just take its time. Coal isn't going to be as fast coming in, not until we start actually putting in full ships everywhere, but that will be on a later date. So we've gotten our second tier worth of materials up and going on this episode, and then of course we've got a bunch of stuff being crafted currently. I think that's where we're going to end this episode. The next episode we will be getting our electromagnetic turbines producing, our plasma exciters producing, and our microcrystalline and probably our processors also processing. These ones are going to go on to a different section, whereas these plasma exciters and the electromagnetic turbines will go in our current set here. We'll have another set over here of different ones. We will probably just match the line to stay out of the way of the stone line right here. Is our little stone mine is will probably come down probably to about this, probably where the engines are going to be going, and we're going to be doing this. As I said, right now I'm currently kind of hand feeding everything rather than having it done on its own. A lot of that is actually done on purpose. Not really. It's because I was lazy and then didn't bother to actually put them together properly. And so we never had all the parts we needed to get everything going. So we're going to put gears down into play. And then of course our last thing, which we're going to be using a lot of, is we'll just grab all that and put it here so it can feed out, and we can at least get started on producing some engines. We're going to need more gears though. More gears and more glass, but the glass can wait a minute. So alrighty, well, that's going to be it for this episode of Dyson Sphere Program. If you have any questions, do leave a your question down in the comments below. As always, do please like the video if you enjoyed watching the video, and of course subscribe if you would like to see more content of what I create. Also, if you have an idea in regards to a game that you would like to see me play, we will definitely do that. I think after we've gotten to did get a response of one of the viewers here wanting to see me play some Minecraft. We have definitely put that into our queue. I had thought about doing Minecraft, I just hadn't quite really decided if I wanted to do it as a multiplayer and pull in some friends of mine in where we did kind of Minecraft together, or if I did it on my own as a solo run through. I still haven't made my mind up in regards to that. That will definitely come in line. However, that will be not be directly after this video game. I think after we've built the Dyson sphere and actually completed the game, I think our next game is to actually go to a relatively new game. It's called Lethal Company. Sorry. About said Lethal Program. That's not the name of the game. The game is called Lethal Company. For those of you who don't know, it's kind of a horror salvaging game. The basis of the game is you join a company, a kind of a very, very shady company, and your job is to go and collect scrap and bring it back to the company and sell it to them. So, and you have a quota to meet every day. That's kind of the basis of the game. What they don't tell you is all of the things that you will run into that will do their darndest to kill you. So, definitely not something to be viewed for kids to view. So I will be marking that video set for only 18 years and older, just due to the horror complication of it. And the only reason I do that is because I know that I'm going to have my nieces and nephews will be watching this video. I definitely want to not scar them for life if at all possible. So just a heads up, we're still a ways off from that, but I wanted to let everyone know just so you can be prepared that that is what will be happening. And so those of you who have younger children, for example, that are watching my videos, do be aware that there will be a length of time where you will not see anything from me, and that is mostly due to I'm putting out content that probably is not their age appropriate. So, without further ado, you guys have a wonderful evening, as it is nighttime outside, at least for me. And I will see you in the next video.